Every year on International Women's Day, we see the same things: flowers, chocolates, and generic thank you posts. But what if the greatest gift a woman could receive isn't something her husband buys, but something he finally stops doing? Today's story is one that every woman needs to hear, because it starts with a celebration and ends with a truth that nearly burned a marriage to the ground. Meet Elena and Marcus. To their neighbors in the suburbs, they were the gold standard. Marcus was a provider in every sense of the word: hardworking, rarely missed a bill, and always remembered their anniversary. Elena was the glue. She managed a part-time consulting job, the kids' chaotic schedules, and a household that ran like clockwork. But there was a quiet, invisible exhaustion settling into Elena's bones. You know that feeling? When you aren't exactly unhappy, but you feel like you're becoming a secondary character in your own life? At Strong Marriage Secrets, we call this the mental load. It's the invisible list of 1,000 things that mothers and wives carry every day. Who needs new shoes? When is the school play? Did we get a gift for the neighbor's party? Marcus loved Elena, but he saw her strength as a permanent resource. He treated her capability like an appliance that never needed maintenance. He tells everyone I'm a superwoman, but I don't want to be a superwoman. I just want to be seen. As Women's Day approached, Marcus was planning something big. He wanted to show the world how much he appreciated his wife. He booked a table at the most expensive restaurant in the city. He bought a designer handbag. He was ready for the perfect day. But he was blinded by the performance of love, failing to see the woman who was drowning right next to him. The morning of Women's Day arrived. Marcus woke up early, feeling proud. He placed the luxury gift bag on the nightstand and waited for Elena to wake up. But when she didn't look at the bag. She looked at the pile of laundry in the corner, the unwashed breakfast dishes from the night before, and the 3 unread emails from the school principal. Marcus beamed.
Happy Women's Day, honey! Open it!
Elena opened the bag. It was beautiful. It was expensive. And it was completely wrong. It was a clutch, a tiny gold bag meant for high society parties. The kind of parties Elena hadn't had the energy to attend in years.
It's lovely, Marcus. Thank you.
But there was a hollow ring in her voice. Marcus didn't notice. He was already checking his phone to see if the restaurant had confirmed the reservation. But then Elena asked a question that changed the temperature of the room. Marcus, do you know what I'm doing at 2 p.m. today? Marcus paused.
The gym? Or maybe grocery shopping?
The look in Elena's eyes wasn't anger. It was something much more dangerous: disappointment. Marcus laughed it off. Don't be like that, Elena. It's a holiday. Let's just enjoy the day. But the day didn't go as planned. Every time Marcus tried to be romantic, the real world intruded. The kids got into a fight. The dishwasher leaked. Elena spent the afternoon handling the chaos while Marcus sat on the porch, waiting for dinner time so the real celebration could start. But then, the mystery deepened. Elena vanished. Around 4 p.m., Marcus went into the kitchen and found a note. No explanation, no "I'll be back soon." Just a list. The list had 42 items on it. Item 4, call the pediatrician about Sam's cough. Item 12, pay the water bill. Login is on the fridge. Item 28, defrost the chicken for the kids' dinner. Marcus was confused. Why leave this now? He tried to call her, straight to voicemail. He called her sister, no answer. For the first time in 10 years, the superwoman had gone offline. What happened next was a descent into the reality Elena lived every day. Marcus tried to ignore the list, but the house started to push back. The kids were hungry. The phone rang. It was the pharmacy saying a prescription was ready. The water bill notification popped up on the tablet. He realized he didn't know the login. He didn't know the pediatrician's name. He didn't even know where the extra paper towels were kept. He was a king in a castle who didn't know where the kitchen was. As the hours ticked toward their perfect dinner reservation, Marcus found himself sitting on the floor of the laundry room, surrounded by wet clothes he didn't know how to dry, feeling a surge of panic. Where was she? Was she hurt? Or worse, was she gone for good? The clock struck 7 p.m. The reservation time had passed. Marcus was exhausted, frustrated, and deeply humbled. That's when the front door opened. Elena walked in. She wasn't wearing the designer clutch. She was wearing a simple hoodie and carrying a small, used book she'd bought at a corner shop. She looked rested.
Where were you? I've been going crazy here. The kids are a mess, the house is falling apart, and we missed our dinner. I bought you that bag, I planned this whole day, and you just left.
Elena didn't yell back. She walked over to the kitchen table, picked up the list of 42 items, and handed it to him. You didn't plan a day for me, Marcus. You planned a day for your idea of me. You wanted to take a superwoman to dinner so you could feel like a super husband. But you didn't want to do the work that allows me to be a person. Marcus looked at the bag sitting on the counter. Pristine, expensive, and useless. Then he looked at the wet laundry and the hungry kids. For Women's Day, I didn't want a handbag. I wanted to not be the only person in this house who knows where the life is kept. I wanted to be a partner, not a manager. The silence was heavy. Marcus realized that his provider status was a shield he used to avoid the actual labor of love. He had been celebrating the result of her work while ignoring the cost of it. He saw the tears in her eyes, not of sadness, but of a woman who was finally demanding to be seen.
They didn't go to dinner that night. Instead, Marcus did something he hadn't done in a decade. He ordered pizza, sat down with Elena, and asked her to go through the list with him. Not so he could help, but so he could own it. It wasn't a magic fix. Real change never is. But the clutch was returned the next day. In its place, they sat down and restructured their lives. Marcus took over the bills and the school coordination. He learned that the greatest gift he could give his wife wasn't a luxury item. It was the freedom to have a quiet mind.
This Women's Day, they spent it at home. No grand performance, just Marcus handling the mental load so Elena could sit in the garden and read her book. For the first time, she wasn't a superwoman. She was just Elena, and that was more than enough. The message for every woman and every man this Women's Day is this: respect isn't a gift you give once a year. It's a weight you share every single day. If you are a man watching this, don't ask your wife how you can help. Helping implies it's her job and you're just a volunteer. Instead, take ownership. Partner with her in the invisible work. And if you are a woman feeling like Elena, know that your worth is not measured by how much you can carry without breaking. You deserve to be seen, not just celebrated. Ladies, does your partner know the invisible list you carry, or are you the only manager in your home? And men, be honest. Do you know your children's doctor's name? Let's talk about the mental load in the comments. And if this story hit home, subscribe to Strong Marriage Secrets for more.